Hello, and welcome to our London Underwriters 101 training. In this training, you're going to learn about London Underwriters, the lines of business we write, our target classes, online raters, list of markets, submission, accounting, and claims process, and lastly, I will show you how to navigate through and utilize our website. A little background about London Underwriters. London Underwriters is an excess and surplus and admitted lines wholesale broker specializing in writing property and casualty for both personal and commercial lines of business. Our appointed agents have access to several InsurTech online raters that provide the ability to quote and bind directly online for over 1,000 plus classes of business. We also have over 300 plus additional markets that our underwriting team has access to, which gives us the ability to provide our appointed agents competitive quotes for all of their P&C underwriting needs. A little more about London Underwriters. We're licensed in over 45 states. We have over 40 employees, 3 locations, and over 3,800 appointed agents. Lines of business. Under personal lines, we can take a look at pretty much any type of property, whether they need builder's renovation, ground-up course of construction, vacant land or vacant property, HO6, HO3, DP3, and private residential flood. We also have a boats and yachts program, as well as personal articles floater. Commercial lines, we can take a look at pretty much any type of property, whether they need monoline wind, builder's renovation, ground-up course of construction, and vacant land or vacant property. Under marine, we can take a look at marine cargo, motor truck cargo, stock throughput, and inland marine. Our commercial auto program is through one of our InsurTech programs, Next Insurance. And then lastly, under casualty, we can take a look at professional liability, general liability, workers' compensation, cyber liability, liquor liability, special events, excess liability, terrorism and active shooter, and many, many more. Target classes. So this is just a handful of our commercial lines target classes. This is pretty much what our underwriters are working with on a daily basis. If there is an industry that you're working with that's not listed here, don't worry, just send over the accord forms and any supporting documents to newbusiness@londonuw.com so our underwriting team can take a look at it. With that being said, we see a lot of artisan contractors, so that's some painters, HVAC companies, general contractors or subcontractors, etc. Janitorial, retail, we can take a look at a single retail shop or a entire shopping center or shopping mall. Consulting, creative and design, financial, health, beauty and fitness, landscaping, we could take a look at something as small as a grass cutter or gardener to as large as a tree trimmer. And also within landscaping, it would be snow plowing. Moving forward, we have legal, real estate, hospitality, daycare, professional services, restaurants, life sciences, we're talking about clinical trials, pharmaceuticals, and CBD related businesses, cargo, and lastly, garage keepers. Here are our personal lines target classes. We see a lot of secondary homes and seasonal homes, condominiums, Airbnbs, 1 to 4 family dwellings, vacant property, builder's risk, and ground-up course of construction. Pretty much any type of occupancy we can take a look at. Keep in mind when it comes to personal lines, we can also take a look at boats and yachts. And for personal article floaters, we see a lot of collectibles, fine china, jewelry, paintings, posters, anything like that. Online raters. Our appointed agents have access to 5 InsurTech online programs where they can quote and bind their risks directly online. Hiscox now is known for their small business program, and you can quote and bind businesses up to $1 million in revenue for professional liability, general liability, and BOPs. Next Insurance is known for their artisan contractor class. They're also great for businesses that are 100% subcontracting their business. Next Insurance accepts businesses up to $5 million in revenue, and you can quote and bind professional liability, general liability, commercial auto, and workers' compensation. Hippo, you can quote and bind dwellings, condominiums, and homeowners. With Hippo, do you need to qualify in order to receive your logins? In order to qualify, you need to bind 3 Hippo policies through our underwriting team. You can send them any accord forms or supporting documents to newbusiness@londonuw.com. Once you have already bound 3 Hippo policies through our underwriting team, then we can create the logins for you. Same thing with the Attune. We do have requirements in order to get logins for Attune. Once you have bound 3 Attune policies through our underwriting team, we can create the logins for your agency. Attune, you can quote and bind BOPs, workers' comp, and you can add the excess liability to either of those lines of business. Neptune is our one non-admitted platform. Hiscox Now, Next Insurance, Hippo, and Attune are all admitted. Neptune is the non-admitted program, and you can quote and bind private residential flood as well as commercial flood, which they just came out with recently. In addition to the 5 InsurTech programs, we have our excess and surplus online programs. Here, you're going to submit your risk to our underwriting team. Keep in mind you're not going to be quoting and binding coverage online. AU Gold offers vacant land, builder's risk, ground-up course of construction. These are all 3, 6, 9, and 12-month policies. They have other small commercial packages, as well as professional liability, where you can include the general liability. And lastly, special events, which could be a one-time event or reoccurring. Once you've submitted all the information through AU Gold, you're going to receive an indication, and then our underwriting team will reach out to you and continue through the quoting and binding process. True Premium offers commercial property and monoline wind. Once you've fully completed the submission with True Premium, you're going to receive a confirmation, and then our underwriting team will reach out to you and continue through the quoting and binding process as well. List of markets. As I mentioned at the beginning of this presentation, we have access to over 300 markets. Here's just a handful to give you an idea of some of the markets that we submit to. We have Lloyd's of London. We have many Lloyd's syndicates that we work with, and we also have our own proprietary Lloyd's program, which no other wholesaler has access to. It's mainly for your habitationals, so any hotels and motels or any other businesses along the lines of that. We also have Century Surety Company, Hiscox Brokerage, AmTrust, Crum & Forrester, Chubb, Westchester, Catalytic, Employers, Ironshore, Normandy, James River, Beasley, Yacht Insure, Navigators, Bankers, Avondale, and Markel. Submission process. When submitting online through the InsurTech programs, the typical turnaround time is instant. You're going to be quoting and binding that risk directly online, and it is completely in your hands. When submitting to underwriting, this is in case the risk does not fit on one of the InsurTech programs or online raters, or if you're ever unsure of where to submit a risk to, you can always send over accord forms and any supporting documents to newbusiness@londonuw.com so our underwriting team can take a look at it. Now I want to give you realistic turnaround times for your submissions. There's 2 ways that our underwriters can get you a quote. One is through binding authority, which has a 24 to 48 hour turnaround time. And the other is brokerage, which could take up to 30 days, but keep in mind it always depends on the risk and the market that the risk was submitted to. So if you have a internal or interior painter, just a GL, no claims, no loss history, been in business for the past 3 years or so, probably going to be able to submit that through binding authority. If there's a sleepaway camp for kids in the woods in the middle of nowhere, they're sleeping there, eating there, there's a pool, high ropes, low ropes, you name it. That would have to be sent to brokerage. It's a bit more of a involved risk. It's a bit more risky. That could take maybe 3 weeks, but of course our underwriters will keep you in the loop and let you know if they had to send it through binding authority or through brokerage. They'll give you an estimated ETA as well. The accounting process. Direct bill is all of those InsurTech programs. All direct bill commissions will be directly deposited into the bank account that you provided us during your appointment process. Payments are made within the first week of every month, and the typical turnaround time is between 30 to 60 days, but keep in mind it always depends on the carrier and when the policy was bound. You can also download your commission statements from our website. Agency bill. is for those other 300 plus markets that our underwriting team has access to. The invoice will be sent to the agent that bound the policy, and payment is due upon receipt. You can make payment through our website based off of net a commission, and that invoice will give you a full breakdown of the commissions that you are to keep, and it'll show whatever else is owed to us. There's 2 payment options online. One is by credit card, which has a 3.5% processing fee, and the other is checking and savings. If you do not prefer either option, you can just mail us a physical check to our address. Just be sure to include the invoice or the invoice number. Claims process. When is it necessary to submit a claim directly to the carrier? This would be for Hiscox Now, Attune, Next Insurance, Hippo, and Neptune Flood. Keep in mind all of our InsurTech programs service their own policies, so whether you need to edit the contact information on a policy, edit the revenues, number of employees, whatever the case is, you would need to reach out to the InsurTech program directly so they can make those edits for you. Now, when would it be necessary to submit a claim to London Underwriters? This would be for any other market, and you can actually submit that claim through our website at londonuw.com, and you can select the File a Claim tab. Now I'm going to show you how to navigate and utilize our website. Here is the London Underwriters homepage. Our website is londonuw.com. Be sure to bookmark it or favorite, this way it'll be easily accessible. Under the personal lines and commercial lines drop-downs, you're going to find some of the lines of business that we had reviewed earlier in this presentation. If you were to select any of these, let's go with Builder's Risk. You're going to find the bare bones of the underwriting guidelines. This is just to give you an idea of the type of risks that we can accept. On the top of the page, you have small specs. We have some target classes, the state availability, coverages available, capacity, requirements, and exclusions. And then towards the bottom, you'll be able to submit a quote. So this submit a quote button is actually where you can electronically submit information about the risk. Enter in all the required fields, submission information, and this will get sent to our underwriting team to take a look at for you. Below the submit a quote, you're going to find any downloadable documents. So that's any accord forms, applications from the carrier, brochures, appetite guide, underwriting guidelines, anything you would need for this type of risk. Under agency services, you're able to take a look at your agency's information, commission statements. This is where you'll be able to also file a claim and make a payment. Under trainings, we have on-demand trainings. These are for our InsurTech programs. They're short tutorials of how to quote and bind directly on the platform. We have our onboarding webinars, which are live on a weekly basis, where one of our business development reps will review our appetite, markets, and then show you a sample quote in one of the online raters. The upcoming InsurTech webinars are actually hosted by the management and administration from the InsurTech program. So these are great if you have any questions, comments, concerns, any experiences you wanted to address to them. It's the best time and place to do so. The 866 number is our general phone number. You can reach any department there. And we also have a live chat feature if you need to contact us. Choose the department, whether it's general questions, accounting, or claims. And it's 100% live, so we'll be right on the other end of it to assist you. To access all of the InsurTech programs, we're going to select the Rater Login button. Here we have all of the InsurTech online programs: Hiscox Now, Next Insurance, Hippo, Attune, and Neptune. If you have already bound 3 Hippo policies through your underwriter or 3 Attune policies, you can just select Request a Login. That will be submitted to us so we can create the logins for you. Below the InsurTech online programs, we have the excess and surplus online programs. Keep in mind, you're going to be submitting the risk to your underwriter here. You're not going to necessarily quote and bind your risk directly on the excess and surplus online programs. Thank you very much for your time. I hope this was helpful and very informative. If you have any questions, you can always give us a call at the 866 number or our live chat feature. Any submissions can be sent to newbusiness@londonuw.com. Thank you very much and have a great day.